Hello. Right, weight loss. Extremely emotional subject, like super emotional, okay? And I ride these waves of emotions with all my clients, and I just try to talk them down off the roof and stop being so dramatic sometimes, yeah? So this is what happens. So they're on plan, they're doing well, you know, they've lost weight and everything's going. And to them, they've had a blinding week. They've smashed their walks, they feel better, their clothes have felt different. The communication with me is bang on. And everything is positive, and then they get on the scales, right? And they go, I haven't lost any weight this week. So what? Now, sometimes this happens to people, well, I haven't lost any weight, and I'll say, look, there's a reason why. And one of the reasons why I find my plan is very educational for people, because I teach them that the scales will go up and down, determined on what your behaviour is. So if you get on the scales and you've gone up a bit, and you understand why, then it takes the emotion out of it. When people say, don't use the scales, you get obsessed with the scales. Once you've lost weight and you're managing your weight, you don't need the scales. And when you see smug people go, oh, I never use the scales, I don't need the scales, it's because they're smug bastards, all right, okay? And like for some reason that makes them feel good when they say they don't need to use it. And if you are overweight to the point where you're probably out of breath walking upstairs or can't even play with the kids properly, then you're probably going to need the scales. Or not probably, you're going to need the scales to know you're losing weight in a safe fashion. Which brings you back to my point. Positive, everything's cool. They go, oh, well, I haven't lost weight this week. Well, it doesn't matter. This is a lifestyle change. Not 7 days, not 14 days, not 21, not 28, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah? What we're trying to do is implement an eating structure that you know that you can manage and it's sustainable. And the only way we're going to find out if it's sustainable is if we work together. By starting with week 1 and our food, by adjusting the portions, by adjusting the activity, by your feedback telling me how you feel. And then after a while we get this nice, what they call intuitive feel of how to eat, what you really need, when you want to reward yourself. When you do reward yourself, no guilt, all right? So I bring people back and I go, okay, before you come to work with me and you're on your sustained, prolonged effort of weight gain, did you weigh yourself every week and did you gain weight every week? And they're like, no. And I go, but you still gained weight over a period of time, didn't you? And they go, yeah, I did, yeah. And why was that? It was because of a prolonged effort in your lifestyle that gave you weight gain. So you ate too much, you didn't move enough, you know, you did all the things that you shouldn't do. Yeah, and there was probably some weeks or maybe even a month you didn't put on any weight, but you still progressed because you carried on with that lifestyle choice. The reverse is no different, okay? It's a prolonged effort, all right? It's a lifestyle change to the point where it doesn't feel like it's hard, where it's normal eating. Yeah, okay? And then you'll get that and then you think, oh, hold on. So you'll get weeks where you might not lose any weight, but you're feeling fantastic. And that was a lot better than when you felt before you started to come work with me. You know, I keep saying chase the feeling, not the number, chase the feeling, not the number. And then they said, why do you weigh every week? I want to weigh every week to know my clients are going in the right direction, safely, all right? Also, I want to teach them because they've had years of stepping on scales and it's just absolutely destroyed them emotionally and given them a negative association to it, when clearly the plan they were following has damaged their association to it, as opposed to reinforced, which is what I do to my clients. You put weight on, there'd be a reason why. You don't lose weight, don't worry about it. The body doesn't know what 7 days is, as long as you're on plan. All right, okay? It's just, you know, this, yes, my plan's 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. Some people need 4 weeks, some people need 12 weeks. I've got people that have been with me for years at a time. All right, okay, so I'm really just trying to really help them along the way. Yeah, like if you want to learn how to drive, you get a driving instructor, etc. If you want to learn how to eat yourself a food coach, man. Now, if you don't lose weight 1 week and you've been on plan, don't worry about it. You are smashing it. You are absolutely smashing it. And if you took your weight over a period of a year, your weight goes up and down anyway, okay? We are looking for a sustained method of eating for you to be happy. This isn't a Gym Hero program. This is for someone who's overweight, who doesn't even know they're eating their portions because they're overeating. It's making them miserable. Look, if this sounds informative enough and this is fit for you, please click on the link below. Hopefully we can work it out.